Nothing's more relieving than unsticking your balls from your leg. But what's actually more relieving than that are the top 5 stands that can lock EDP up. Anyway, I'm not going to do much talking here. Thus Spoke Lance and Neil made a video about it, so I'm going to let them take it away.
All right, guys. So we're going to talk about the top 5 stands to lock up EDP because that dude is a menace to society. I literally was just watching a documentary trailer on him, and what he says is very, very disturbing.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already fucking clear. Oh, well, he was talking to 13 and 12-year-olds. Fuck all that.
And we thought, hey, what if we had stand powers to lock him up? And yeah. So, anyways, starting off this list, we have Jailhouse Rock.
Now, guys, if you remember, Jailhouse Rock has the power to basically make you only remember 3 things. And if you watch Part 6, Red Part 6, you saw this severely limited what Jolene was able to do and almost caused her to really just stay in jail and for Poochie to win right then, right there.
Yeah, I mean, we're just watching Jolene like disrupt Wes, and she wrote all over herself, and she would just constantly forget everything. But somehow, I guess Jolene's subconscious knew like what to do. And let's say EDP was affected by the stand. Eventually, he's gonna get out, walk up, and find a cupcake, and we can't have that. So this is why the corrections captain stand, Jailhouse Rock, is at number 5.
Right, and EDP, he's not a Joestar, he's not a child of Jotaro, so he's not going to have, the subconscious willpower to be able to push through this stand's ability. He doesn't even have a stand ability of his own, so he's pretty much done for. All right, moving on to number 4, we have Enigma. If you guys remember in part 4, this was a pretty deadly stand that almost managed to beat Josuke. Basically, all it has to do is observe a fear you have, be 100% certain that it is a fear that you have, and then it can turn you into a piece of paper. And once that happens, you're basically done for unless somebody else comes and saves you.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. EDP's walking to go get a cupcake, and guess what happens? Gideon appears with a camera crew with a user of Enigma, and what would happen is he'd be so fearful that they could just turn him into paper, and he'll be, you know, locked up or sealed away. That's a good solution. But yeah, with like Enigma, you'll just have him stuck as a piece of paper. And see, the issue is if he's stuck as a piece of paper or a book, what could happen is, someone can come across it, unfold it, and maybe he could get out. Or if the user dies, he can be released. We don't know, but that's the case. That's what could happen. In the third spot, we have a stand that you all know, Crazy Diamond. Now, remember what Crazy Diamond did to Angelo. Now, remember, Angelo and EDP, they're very similar kinds of people. And Josuke turned Angelo into a rock. Now, let's say if he did the same thing for EDP, he could just turn him into a rock. You wouldn't have to deal with him at all. Problem solved.
And it would be a fitting punishment because, as you guys know, Angelo was turned into a rock, but he was still fully conscious and aware while being a rock. And a rock, he didn't use the line. Eventually, Angelo stopped thinking. So, yeah, Angelo, for all we know, is still, fully aware of what he is, and he's being a rock. So just imagine EDP living the rest of it. I mean, living the rest of his life it's just an aware rock and he can't do anything.
Yo, EDP.
Coming in at second place, we have Superfly. If you guys remember, Josuke and Okuyasu got trapped in this stand and they couldn't get out. Like even with 2 stands as strong as theirs, no matter how hard or fast they punched, they were still trapped. All the damage rebounded to them. The only way to get out was to deal with the user, and obviously
For someone to go in.
EDP doesn't have a stand. So, once he's inside Superfly, he's pretty much trapped.
Oh yeah, and he's also like not athletic. So he's definitely stuck there. If he walks, he's going to get exhausted. So it's not like he could do anything physically to get out, too. He won't even climb. That's the thing.
Or, I mean, normally this sort of thing would be at the number one spot because, I mean, for a normal person, well, EDP is not a normal person, in every aspect. I mean, there's really no way for him to get out. I mean, maybe there's a slight chance, but who we have in the number one spot, it's absolutely certain.
Before we do that, we're going to talk about our honorable mentions. One honorable mention we have is Cheap Trick. Now, Cheap Trick will basically force him to never leave his place. And that's a good thing. We don't want him running around.
Next up, we have the Hand. I mean, I know kind of a, break off from all the previous ones we've listed, but I mean, let's be honest, we don't want this guy really running around or doing anything. And so, I mean, I'm sure we'd all know what we would do to EDP if we had this stand and we met up with him, but, if you were content on locking him up, you could, like, erase his arms and legs, and then you just kind of be stuck forever, unless someone wanted to, like, push him around in a wheelchair or something.
All right. And then we have Man in the Mirror, another honorable mention. Man in the Mirror, you could trap him in the mirror world. He's not going to bother anybody. However, like Fugo saw Eluso in the mirror. So EDP could still walk around. He'll just be stuck in the mirror world. He could still cause problems that way. So honorable mention, but it didn't make it on this list. And last we have Sticky Fingers. You could just unzip his arms and legs and throw the arms and legs into the pocket space that Bruno can create with Sticky Fingers.
Number one, should really be no surprise. Gold Experience Requiem. Like, obviously, just imagine when he got caught for the first time, he went to get a cupcake, but then the dude just had Gold Experience Requiem, and then he killed him, and then he's just stuck in a death loop forever, getting a cupcake, or other things. He'll never escape, ever. He'll just be
He'll
stuck.
never reach the truth.
Just like the Evola. He will never reach that 13-year-old girl, ever.
It's a good thing. All right, guys, that's the video. Like and subscribe, and mention in the comments stands that you think can make it on this list. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.
I like to chunk it, chunk it, chunk it.